This is different.
This is different.
Okay. I'm Robert Sawyer.
And I'm Mrs. Sawyer.
And together, we are the only black kids in the class. Mrs. Sawyer.
Yes.
What's going on?
You got me in the studio.
I mean, we're always in the studio, but this is, you got it real spiffy. Tell us what's going on. Why are we here?
Well, we're here celebrating our anniversary.
And where is here?
New York.
New York City.
Yes.
The Big Apple.
The Big Apple.
All right. What brings you to New York City for your anniversary?
I wanted to see The Wiz.
Did you see The Wiz?
I saw The Wiz.
It's amazing how I ask all these questions as though I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But tell me,
great.
how was The Wiz?
I loved it. It was more than I can expect it to be. I really thought it was going to be, I don't know what I thought it was going to be. I mean, The Wiz is one of my favorite movies, especially from my childhood, but it was better. It was reliving the childhood. The music was great. Everything was great. Every
now and then I would take a peek over at you and you were mouthing all the lyrics.
Yes. We had the soundtrack on vinyl, so I know all the words, all the songs.
Whatever vinyl is.
It was awesome.
It
was really awesome.
I did not grow up with The Wiz, so I mean that might have been the third time I've seen it.
I don't think you've seen the whole thing.
No, I've fallen asleep. I've fallen asleep both times.
You always fall asleep.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I know. I watch it all the time.
Yeah, I know. Like a few months ago.
I did watch it a few months ago.
Great nap.
When I saw that it was on Broadway, I was like, oh, I have to go see that.
You said it. You made it so.
Yes, we're here.
Hopped on a plane.
We hopped on a plane and came and see it.
Hang out with Wayne Brady.
Yes.
Who didn't have to smack any bitches.
He did not.
Okay. I mean, at least during the show. We don't know about after the show.
He got kind of close. I don't want to give away for the show, but it was very good.
No, it was very entertaining. I'm glad we did it.
I am too.
And we're staying in a ethnically diverse neighborhood.
Yes. It's nice.
It's a lot of white people. It's a lot of white people over there.
Yeah, but I don't know. I've seen like different ones.
Hey, it's diverse.
It is.
Like our podcast, it's for everybody.
Yes. That's how I would say it was. But it's like a little different. It's a little offbeat than like your typical hotel.
And now we're recording a podcast in a place that has a lot of space and a lot of lights.
Yes, this is different.
This is different. Don't get used to it.
I think I can get used to it though.
Don't get used to it.
But I didn't have like a glam squad, so you know.
Baby, you don't need no glam squad.
Oh, that's a good save.
Okay.
That's a good save. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So this week we got some more crazy stories.
Oh.
We got some more wild stuff.
Yeah.
We even have the return of Toxic Confessions.
Oh, my favorite.
But first, to start it off with, we have Ask the Black Kids.
Ooh.
We keep getting Ask the Black Kids in. Thank you. Please continue to send them. If you want some relationship advice, you want to talk about your microaggressions, if you want to tell us your pettiest moments, email us at asktheblackkids@gmail.com. That's asktheblackkids@gmail.com. I don't know if it's because I'm stuffy. I feel like I'm like, my fake voice is faker than normal. I feel so stuffy. You sound miles away. I sound miles away.
That's because you're like full of stuff in your head.
Just love for you, baby. And our first Ask the Black Kids. Hello, Sawyers. Hello. My mother and her siblings, 2 brothers and a sister, have a complicated relationship. So much so that her sister has completely stopped talking to her over the last few years. In most cases, I tend to agree or understand the stances that my uncles and aunt have taken in regards to my mother's decisions and actions over the years. There have been times where I have had to step away from my mother due to those actions. She has made some truly mind-boggling decisions that lead to her struggles financially and having a place to stay at times. She would benefit greatly from therapy, but is unwilling. That being said, I love my mother and would never cut her off to stop helping her to some extent. I have limits to what I can and will do, but will always be in her life. My issue with my aunt stems from a car accident that I had where I fell asleep or passed out or zoned out behind the wheel and crashed into a tree pretty severely.
Oh,
Whoa.
no.
I say it like that because I wasn't intoxicated and there wasn't anything medically detected to cause this. I hit the tree very hard to the point of totaling my car, but fortunately escaped with no major injuries. 2 or 3 weeks later, I got a text message from my aunt. She sent a screenshot of my court She sent a screenshot of my court dates for the traffic offenses related to the accident and said, "In these days and times, I thought you would know how important it is to fly below the radar and stay out of the justice system. I guess not." I responded respectfully, "You don't know anything about me or my life. Kindly stay out my fucking business."
Oh, okay.
Respectfully.
Wow.
She retorted, "Not to worry, dear nephew, but your business has become public record. You know better, so do better. I may not know about your adult life, but I know how you were raised. You come from better on both sides. Your situations are of your choosing. You'd better get rid of some of that bravado before you go to court.
Oh.
Sorry to try to intervene on your behalf. It certainly will not happen again." That is a long letter from the aunt.
Basically.
"I am a 43-year-old father and husband, college educated and never been to jail or prison. This really touched the nerve, so I met that message with," you ready?
I'm ready.
"I didn't commit any vicious or malicious crime. I had a car accident. Accidents and mistakes happen. Maybe if you had had children or married so you could love something besides yourself,
Whoa.
you would understand this.
Whoa.
But alas, all you have is bitterness to hold on to. I pity that existence. It must be miserable. We have spoken maybe 10 times in twice as many years, mostly due to your relationship with my mother and your view of me through the lens of her. You assume insulting and criticizing an accident where I could have easily died is helping. I cannot even fathom that rationale. You are correct. We do not have to and will not speak again. Have a good rest of your life and go fuck yourself."
Oh.
I blocked her and moved on. This was over a year ago at this point. Am I the asshole? Love the podcast. Love your relationship. Hoping for nothing but growth, success, and ad dollars for you guys. Thank you. No, thank you for the ad dollars. We need it for these spiffy locations.
Yes, I can get a glam squad.
Again, baby, you don't need no glam squad because the mad dollars ain't coming in like that. Are they the asshole for the response?
No, I don't think they're an asshole for the response. I would just say be careful that you're basing everything off of anger. Just be careful that that's not like, one day the aunt won't be there. But it sounds like she's pretty terrible anyhow. But,
yeah, but the aunt hasn't been in his life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's nothing there, then there's nothing to.
This is
to do
relatively
anything with.
a stranger.
Yeah, I mean, if it's just like a stranger, then yeah, that's perfectly fine. But I just always say be careful because you took the time to think about it, to write a note about it. So there may be more there than what you're letting on to. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But other than that, no, I don't think you're an asshole at all.
Okay. I say you're not the asshole. We have very different views, though. You're all about letting people know. Me, it's just too much. I don't send like a notice when I'm gonna cut people off. I just snip. But you're not the asshole. This is, I read a thing a long time ago. Family is a group of people you would not spend any time with if it wasn't for blood. Yeah. So this lady is your family, but she's not your people. So
yeah. She's family by blood, not relation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Biggie.
But I understand the need though to tell her off a little bit. That's therapeutic at times.
Cathartic even.
Yes.
I just hope, like you said, I hope there's not more where they're thinking,
right.
Am I the ass? No. It was a year ago. You don't know this person. You don't owe this person. Sit back, watch a good episode of Ask the Black Kids, and move on in life. Yeah.
Maybe have some ice cream.
Hey. In our next Ask the Black Kids. Ooh, before I read this one, let me remind, everything we talk about is entertainment.
Oh, yes, very important.
I am a therapist, but I'm not your therapist. Please seek the advice and guidance of your trusted mental health professional, not some guy on a podcast. All right. I have been married to my husband for 14 years, and we have 4 children together. At year 5, my husband had a job out of state, and it lasted about 4 months. He came back home, and we decided it was not working to be apart, as we had 2 young children at the time. Fast forward a year, and I gave birth to child number 3, and he has served paternity papers. He had cheated on me during his brief time out of state, and there was a child the same age as child number 3. Oh. He is the father. We decided to work things out, and it was hell for 2 years. We got into a good space, and we were even able to have a 4th child.
Huh.
Last year was a struggle. Looking back, we had several major life changes and started to resent each other. Our foundation was cracking. My husband can be verbally abusive at times, and family have witnessed him lash out at me. One person being my husband's nephew. This nephew started being kind. I didn't realize I was starting for an emotional connection until I allowed one with the nephew.
Wait a minute, a loud one?
A loud one.
Oh, okay.
AKA entanglement.
Okay.
We had an affair for 8 months. I've cut it off and realized I had a lot of work to do to address my poor boundaries. I love my husband, and it was never a question of me leaving him. I don't want that. I recognize this was a me issue. I was curious as I had never been with anyone intimately, only my husband. I will admit there was a little of, well, he did it, so I can. I know that's not how a healthy relationship looks, so I've been focusing my energy on myself and my husband. Do I tell him about my poor choices? It has been 6 months since I've stopped my stupidity.
Oh, you're looking for me to start that conversation?
Yes.
That's loaded there for sure.
I want to hear it from you.
I feel like you have no choice but to tell your husband. That's going to come out. That's going to come out at some point. It's just going to come out. And it wasn't like a one. It was 8 months.
8 months of her stupidity.
Yeah, that's going to come out. You have to talk to your husband about that. I don't know. That's therapy. There's a lot of work there to be done. There's some damage, but I think you have to discuss that.
What if she doesn't want to?
She doesn't want to what?
Tell.
It's going to come out. It's going to come out.
But what if?
I don't know.
So are you saying the only reason she has to tell him is because it will come out?
No. I mean, what's the point of staying married with him? She says she loves her husband, so she's committed to having the relationship. She wants to further it. She was upset that he was dishonest and cheated on her.
For sure.
So you can't be in a relationship. You're doing the same thing that you don't want. So that doesn't work.
So there's two concepts in relationships. There's universality and there's reversibility.
Okay.
Reversibility means anything you can do, I can do. Anything I can do, you can do. Universality means if it's good for one, it's good for all. Meaning you would do that with me, you would do that with the next Tom, Dick, and Harry, all that kind of stuff. Relatively the same thing. So you're saying she should tell him because of reversibility, but then at the same time, she would be allowed to do it because he did it too.
It's not allowed because it's not allowed. She didn't like it. She didn't want it. So that's not allowed. He did it. It's not like it's allowed to be done.
Hey, I'm pro sticking to the rules of your relationship.
Correct.
If you agree to a monogamous relationship,
correct,
it needs to be a monogamous relationship.
But she called it cheating. She didn't say he had another partner. So if she was going to have another partner, and he was going to have another partner, then that would be agreed upon thing. She said he cheated, so it was an agreed upon thing.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I'm saying that.
I don't think she has to tell just because it might come out. I think she has to tell because she wants a healthy, honest, open relationship.
I said both. I'm like, you have to have that.
I'm telling you what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
See, I'm not you. I'm not going to interrupt you the way you do. One time you said something and I was like so energized by it. And I was like, oh my goodness. And you're like, I'm still talking. I said, I'm not doing that. I wouldn't do that to you.
Well,
I wouldn't do that to you.
I might have been.
You can interrupt me anytime. And you do.
Well, that's a dynamic of our relationship. That's an understood thing.
Yes. You're the bully and I'm the punching bag. Yes.
That's not a good description.
You're right.
You're stuffy, so I'm gonna let you go. I'll let you slide.
Thank you. I'm super stuffy.
Yeah.
I when I hear my voice right now, it sounds like it's coming from outside the building.
You sound a little like Kermit.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
I'll take it.
I woke up right before we got on the plane and
a mess.
Man, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
But I knew if I didn't make it to the whiz, I'd never hear the end of it for the rest of my life. Here I am in New York City, suffering, bringing it live to y'all.
Yes.
But yeah, I think she should tell because she should tell. You know?
No, that's the right thing to do.
What will happen from that?
Yeah.
I can't say. He's not going to be happy, obviously, but I think you got to tell just to. In the letter, you said your foundation was failing. This is how you build a foundation.
Yep.
What you did was wrong.
Yeah.
Own up to it. Accountability.
Tough times. That's it. Yeah.
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 If you're either going to work through it or you're not. If you work through it, it's strong. It'll
Interesting you say that.
thing. And if you don't, then it wasn't meant to be.
I love the choice of words. I had a client who was dealing with some stuff with a spouse. And I told this client, you know, because they kept saying, we've been through so much. And I said, well, actually, y'all haven't been through anything. Because every time problems come, you just argue and you know, just let it disappear. But it never disappears. It keeps growing.
Yeah.
So if you want to go through something, I think you have to learn to resolve it.
Correct.
Hey, I fucked up. You fucked up.
Right.
How are we going to resolve this
Right.
and either move forward or end it?
Yeah.
That's going through it.
Yeah. Going through it. Resiliency, to me, that builds more character than actually the right or wrong perspective.
Big facts.
Love that. Is that all we have for Ask the Black Kids?
That's it for Ask the Black Kids. But make sure you send us those emails at asktheblackkids@gmail.com. What's that? asktheblackkids@gmail.com. This is surreal. We're not in our space. I can't hear my voice. This is just a crazy experience for me.
It
right
is.
now.
It's completely different than because we're normally like in a more intimate setting.
Intimate.
Yes.
We're in a dark ass garage.
It's an intimate setting. So now there's like a lot of light. It's like bright. You are far away. I can't touch you. Oh, I can touch you a little bit.
You can always touch me right here, babe.
I know,
Always.
sweetie.
And let's take a moment to acknowledge there's someone else in the room.
Oh, you want to acknowledge someone else in the room?
What up, Art? There's actually someone else here. There's never been someone else in the room, so
Right.
That's-
That is kind of
it's different.
Yeah, we have an audience, like a live one.
Woohoo!
Audience
First of
one.
many. Art, you are our first. We appreciate you. We'll never forget you. All right. What do you
All right,
got for us?
So you want me to read this? Am I the asshole here? So
Yeah.
even though I'm here with a lot of lights,
You still can't see.
I still can't see. So I'm gonna try my best.
Hey, everybody. Please, please, please. Make sure you're watching these episodes. Make sure you're subscribing on Spotify or Apple. Make sure you're following on YouTube. Obviously, she needs some kind of LASIK or something.
I don't want to do LASIK.
I'm trying to get this money.
No, I don't
Hey,
want to
hey,
do LASIK.
hey,
No. You're gonna get into
I'm trying to get this money.
No, you're gonna get into a subject. I do not want LASIK.
Obviously, she needs therapy to get over the fear of LASIK.
No.
And then the LASIK.
I only get 2 eyeballs.
Please keep watching.
I don't want any LASIK.
Please keep watching these
no,
episodes.
thank you. So, we're going to have to get through this, Mr. Congested.
Lord help us.
Yes. So, am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend that if all she brings to the table is sex, then she shouldn't be surprised that's what I want? Sorry, this isn't incel rage bait. I am not trying to get her to agree to free use or a bang maid or anything like that. My girlfriend and I were having a discussion about our future. She used the phrase, "What do you bring to the table?" I said that my job made our lifestyle possible, that I did my share of the household chores, and that I always treated her with respect. She said that was the bare minimum. She said that she also contributes to our budget. She does. About 10% of our budget is from her. She's in school, so she doesn't work much. I didn't care. I thought the plan was for her to contribute more once she got a job after she graduated. Apparently, that is not the plan.
Uh-oh.
She wants to be a stay-at-home mom to our dogs because we are child-free.
Ain't no way.
So I said
Ain't
that
no
if
way.
all she brings to the table is sex, then I would expect it all the time, as a joke. She didn't take it that way. She said that I earn enough for both of us and that she would be doing lots of other stuff for us. That thinking of her as just for sex was demeaning. I asked for examples, but she couldn't give any except for her half of the chores. So she would want me to work, support her, and do half the housework in return for what exactly? Watching my dogs? I said that wasn't going to happen. She could either contribute fairly or we're not going to work because I do not want a bang maid.
Okay.
I also want to save money. Right now, I'm subsidizing her life, so I'm not putting as much into my retirement as I would like. She said she wasn't serious about staying home, but she is angry with me for what I said. I was just trying to make light of what I thought was a ridiculous idea. Am I the asshole?
She was for sure serious about staying home.
Yes.
The part that stuck out to me the most was he said for watching my dogs.
It's not our dogs.
Of all that crazy shit, the part that sticks out the most is watching my dogs. So I'm thinking he had the dogs before the relationship.
Yep.
The dogs probably don't even like her like that.
Correct. But she's not gonna do anything but watch the dogs. She said she was joking.
She for sure was not joking.
But is he the asshole? I don't think he's the asshole.
Is he the asshole for not wanting?
I don't think he was the asshole. I think she's upset because she was thinking about the sex part that he said was a joke.
Hey, you know what? And I'm glad we're here. I'm glad we're here in this location right now. Ladies, gents, my NBs. Let's stop this what do I bring to the table conversation.
I know. That's kind of ridiculous.
This is some stupid shit.
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
What do how long have they been together? 2 years?
Did they say how long?
Why are you dating me for 2 years if you don't know what I bring to the table?
No, she didn't say how long it was. She just said that they were together. I don't know. But it doesn't matter the time. If you're asking about what do you bring to the table, then
why
you're
are you
clearly
dating me, period?
Together. Yeah.
If you don't know what I bring to the table. The table.
You're going to start like having receipts of what I bring. That's ridiculous.
No, what's super ridiculous is knowing that he pays for your life.
Yes.
He pays for your whole life.
Oh no, she admitted. She admitted that, oh, you make enough for both of us.
Yeah.
And you do chores.
Yeah. So I'm not saying it's crazy if you're a stay-at-home wife or spouse.
Oh, not at all. I don't think that's a comparison.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's crazy.
I don't think that's a comparison.
I'm saying it's crazy that you know that. And you know that he pays for everything.
Yeah.
Minus the 10%. And then you're asking him, what does he bring to the table?
Yeah, she's the one that started it.
Electricity.
Yeah.
Water.
Yeah.
Internet.
Correct.
Food.
Yes.
And he does the chores.
Yes. Well, I think that that's asinine, right? And I think the poster thinks it's asinine too. But I think what the real thing is that might work for somebody. He's letting you know it does not work for him. So he's not the asshole for vocalizing what his expectations are. He does not want a bang mate. I've never heard of that term before in my life.
Well, you're not on that part of the internet. Thank God you're not on that part of the internet. No. Stay away from that part of the internet.
That's okay. I don't want to go there. So
you don't.
What I'm saying is, I think he was articulating what was his expectations in the relationship, and that is not it. No, not at all.
Hey, I understand you pay for 90% of my life.
Yeah.
But what do you actually
bring to the table?
Okay.
What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what do I gain from having you around here other than you know? I
think if a couple is having that table discussion, then
wrap it up.
Yeah, I think that's a done deal.
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Because I've heard people say I am the table.
Yeah. Yeah. Why? If you are the table, then why would you want someone?
I don't.
How many chairs are at the table? No. How many people are in the table? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
I think that's a dumb analogy. I don't know why. I don't even understand how it becomes like a discussion.
I think only the waiter brings something to the table. Like, what are we talking about here?
That's basically all I want being brought to the table.
Bars. Let's keep it going.
Alrighty. So I believe there's another one for me, Stuffy, that I'll read.
That's what they call me.
Stuffy.
That's my nickname in
I
Brooklyn.
don't call you Kermie.
Don't.
I used to.
Don't do that. Wow.
I used to.
If you bring that up, then I'd have to bring up things I've called you.
Well, what are you gonna bring up? You called me.
Why are you making that face?
Because I don't know what you're gonna say. So I gotta know what you're gonna say.
I'm way too sick to deal with this. If I was at 100%. Sorry, I know y'all used to me. What is it? Disrespecting you?
You disrespect me? That's what the comments
I'm
said.
still on that.
Yeah, I still don't know what they.
Yeah.
I don't understand what that is.
Oh well.
Alrighty. So, am I the asshole for telling all my kids it is so my inheritance and not using it to get them out of debt? For everyone asking why I didn't give them their inheritance now, the answer is I am not dead. I can't sell our home. I don't give them that money since I need to live in it. I can't drain my retirement fund since I needed to retire. So that was the preface of this. So,
okay.
I have 3 kids. They all decided to go to expensive colleges. I paid for their books and gave them money for food plan, but tuition was on them. They knew from the beginning that college would be on them. My youngest took some community college classes to save money.
Smart.
The rest of the kids didn't do much to lower their expenses. They are all out of college and with a whole bunch of debt. My mother passed away and she gave me the house. I am selling it for around $500,000. I plan to use some of it for a big vacation and then the rest to go into my retirement fund.
All right.
I decided to let the kids have a look at the home first before it went on the market. It's a really nice area and the house is great. They were surprised by the amount and all of them couldn't afford it. I told them I plan to sell it soon. This started an argument about how I came into so much money but don't plan to give them any of it. I told them this is my inheritance from my mother. She wanted me to have this.
What?
Argument escalated even more and they want me to pay for their school debt. If I did that, that would take 3/4 of my inheritance. So I told them no. I reminded them that when I die, they will have their own inheritance from me, but I am not dead yet. They are pissed at me. Is she the asshole?
No.
I say no.
No. I mean, maybe a little.
No.
Because you raised 3 assholes. You raised 3 of them. So.
Where'd they get that from?
Yeah. The daddy.
That's exactly what she would say. That's that daddy.
Because, man. You know, this actually reminds me of a situation.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait. Why? What am I trying to say here? Why on earth?
Why do kids feel so entitled that their parents have to give them some kind of inheritance? She don't have to give them anything.
Yeah.
She should spend every penny of everything.
Well, that's your petty side.
Yeah.
That's your petty side.
That is my petty side.
But thinking
How
that,
ridiculous.
like, they would still have an inheritance, and they just want her to take care of them now, so they're good. They're completely ignoring.
They ran up the debt.
But they're completely ignoring how she would survive.
Correct.
And let's forget. Let's just not even acknowledge she just lost her mother.
Correct.
That's just, who cares about that?
She lost her mother. She wants a big vacation, and she's gonna put money away for her retirement, like to live off of. What is the problem?
Those are the kids that are going to put her in a home.
Correct. And not go see her.
Well, the cheap home.
And not go see her. That's the problem. And not go see her.
Maybe not the youngest one, because they went to community college for a little bit.
They tried a little bit.
Yeah. They were thinking.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at the kids going to the college of their choice.
Me
I'm not mad
neither.
for the education. But you knew the way you were raised. Now, if you were like, Daddy Warbucks, billions on billions, then maybe this would be a different conversation. But apparently you didn't grow up that way. And even then, it's still not your money.
That's right. I don't think
the entitlement.
I don't think it's the parents' responsibility to be worried about that.
The entitlement is wild.
That is wild.
And she paid for books too.
She paid for books and she paid for meal plan.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
And she raised the 3 kids.
Come on, Connor.
Come on.
Just
That's
you want to do all those
ridiculous.
keggers at your frat.
That sounds ridiculous. Good for her. I hope she has a fabulous time on vacation. I hope she enjoys her life. I would want my mom to enjoy her life.
Do you have rights to how your parents spend your potential inheritance?
I don't believe so.
Not at all.
No. I don't. I think that's
My question in that is, why did you even continue? Like, how did it get to an argument? Like, imagine a stranger being like, "Well, you can't buy that." Okay. Like,
Yeah.
You have no
ties to it. And she offered to sell. To me, I thought she was showing them the house so they could buy the house if they wanted it, but they couldn't afford it.
Did they not know where their grandmother lived?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Maybe they never visited grandma.
Exactly.
Because grandma didn't give them no money.
There's a reason why grandma didn't leave it to them.
Bastards.
Exactly. Well, maybe they are.
All right. In our next story. Am I the asshole for sending an email to the rest of the family about my sister-in-law's behavior on vacation? My husband and I decided to bring our 2 kids to Disney World for 4 days now that they are old enough to appreciate it. My husband and I are not in the best of shape, so we decided to invite his sister and her husband along with us, and they'd have their own separate rooms. We assumed we would spend our time in the parks together since, after all, it was a family vacation. The first day in the park, we all did a few attractions together, but then when we went to bring the kids to meet some characters, She said she and her husband had other things in the park they wanted to do and would meet back up with us. We didn't see them until dinner, after we watched fireworks together.
Wow.
And then went back to the hotel. The second day, we went to Epcot. They stuck around with us until the afternoon, but then split up with us again to drink around the world.
They're on vacation.
When we met up with them for dinner, they were clearly very tipsy in front of the kids. Very mature.
Oh, wow.
When we got back to the hotel that night, I knocked on their door after the kids were asleep. I asked them if they were going to spend any time with the family on this vacation and told them running around an amusement park with kids all day is exhausting and we could use help. She claimed the time they were spending with us was enough, but they wanted to do their own thing too. She made a rude comment that she didn't take days off work to be our babysitter.
Oh, okay.
Facts. The next 2 days, we didn't speak to them at all. They did their own thing and we did ours with our kids. We didn't see them again until the flight home, which was awkward. I was so upset that they ruined the experience for our kids who were looking forward to spending time with their aunt that when I got home, I wrote an email to our immediate family about the experience. And at the end, told them this was the reason we would be going low contact with the sister-in-law. I included sister-in-law in the email, sent it, and went to sleep. I woke up to a ton of angry texts from my husband's family calling me ridiculous.
Oh.
I just assumed she would spend time with family on family vacation. Clearly, she does not value family.
Oh.
Is she the asshole?
Did she pay for them? Like the room and everything?
No.
Oh, then she is a little bit of an asshole.
No.
Yeah. Was she supposed to be a babysitter for them?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Because they're not in the best of shape.
Oh, no. That
Yeah.
sounds like her problem. They shouldn't have gone to the theme park. Yeah, that sounds dumb. I thought that she had paid for like the hotel room and stuff. So like, you know.
No, it didn't say it in the story, but it was
I'm paying for you
clarified.
contingent to help me watch these kids.
No.
No, then no.
No. She was just thinking you'd take some time off of work.
No.
And no?
No, she's asshole. Yeah. That's full on asshole.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Screw that. No. And then you're gonna have the audacity to send some email, low contact. No, it'll be no contact. I want to talk to you. Why would I want to talk to you? No.
I didn't like you. I didn't like you before the vacation.
Exactly. Clearly, they didn't want to spend time with them.
I mean, they did stay till the afternoon.
I mean, yes.
So they
What
spent
are
the first
supposed to
half
do?
of the day.
And it sounds like they didn't have kids. So what are they gonna do with a bunch of kids all day? No, not you're the asshole. Asshole.
Or
what?
bad humans.
Oh, I think you're a bad human.
This is a show of bad humans.
I think so.
Should we rename the show to Bad Humans?
Huh.
Only bad humans in the class.
Bad humans works, but no, we're only
Only
black kids in the class.
Only black kids.
We're the only black kids.
I mean, some people get offended with the name.
That's okay. They'll be
Oh,
okay.
all right.
They don't have to be for everybody.
We're not for everybody, yet we're for everybody.
Yes, that's exactly what.
They for everybody. They for everybody. All right. You don't know how surreal this is to me. It's not even the environment. You sound like you're coming from outside.
Because it's muffled. Because you're full of all of that
I could be yelling right now.
allergy stuff.
It sounds so crazy.
I know. And then so when I picked where we were gonna stay, I didn't know there was gonna be so much foliage.
Yo. The setup. Oh my God. We're staying in the worst possible hotel ever. Nothing wrong with the hotel.
Oh, the hotel is great.
Nothing wrong with the hotel whatsoever. It's on Flower Street.
It's beautiful.
And they didn't just name it Flower Street for irony.
No.
There are freaking flowers
everywhere.
up and down these long ass New York blocks.
Wholesaler flowers.
Oh,
There's beautiful
my
flowers.
goodness.
There's orchids.
Oh
The
my
peonies
goodness.
are out. It's beautiful, but it's the worst thing.
Possible location.
So my allergies are in check. I'm still taking
Mine
something
are
for
not,
it.
fam.
But you were already affected when you got on the plane, so this just exacerbated the whole thing.
But I knew.
I'm sorry, honey.
But I knew if she didn't see the whiz, I'd never, ever, ever hear the end of it.
Aren't you glad you saw it? It was great.
It was a great show. I'm
was
very
great.
glad I saw it.
It was the best.
And you know what? It's not that I wouldn't hear the end of it. It's that I'd feel down. I didn't want to cancel.
Yeah.
Although I do think it's affected what we've done. I think we haven't been able to explore as much.
Yeah, it's been minimal, but it's still good. We're still creating memories, babe.
We were on the High Line yesterday, and act like, you know, this adventurous walking, just seeing where life takes us. No, I don't have that. I didn't have that in me. I'm better today, though.
You're better. You're getting better day by day.
Yeah. 2 days ago, it would have been like, okay, we are.
Yeah, we wouldn't have done it. We would.
Yeah, I was out of breath like every 2 seconds.
I know. It was like the opposite. It was like normally that would be me complaining, like not wanting to do the walking and stuff.
Yeah.
And I would be slow, but like you, there was like at one point you were walking so slow. I was like, oh wow, I never pass you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did that flight of stairs and.
I know. Yeah, you're done.
Welcome to New York City.
Yeah.
Would you like to move up here?
Huh?
Would you move up here?
I don't think move.
Just summer.
I could come for a little bit.
What are you calling a little bit?
Maybe a couple of weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
You're really here?
I could do a couple of weeks.
Oh man.
Yeah. If I had known we were gonna be in the hotel so much because you were like tired, then I probably would have gotten like a nicer hotel room. Like with more amenities.
I apologize, my allergies didn't check in.
I know.
Next time I'll put my allergies on a schedule and let them know, hey, we're going to Flower Street. Get ready.
I know.
Any plans for this evening?
Yes, we're gonna do our tradition.
The people will love to know.
We have our last night always wherever we go on vacation. We have to have a steak dinner, so we'll have a steak dinner tonight.
Our vegan listeners did not appreciate that.
That's okay.
Whatsoever.
That's okay.
And for them, I want to know. I'm not gonna be like vicious when I eat the steak. I'm gonna be kind.
You're gonna be kind?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not. I'm gonna be vicious.
Carnivorous.
I'm going to eat a really good steak. Yes.
I don't actually know where we're going.
I booked the reservations, but I don't remember where it was.
That's not good.
Because we've been to like quite a few. So this was like one that's not a chain, and it was like in the top like 5 of when I like researched best steakhouses. So we'll see.
This is our 3rd time in New York together.
Okay.
What's your favorite New York memory?
Probably listening to Erykah Badu in Brooklyn at Afropunk.
Shout out to Brooklyn.
Yeah, that was good.
Under the full moon.
Under the full moon, listening.
And then
to
she's singing, "I'm an orange moon."
Yeah.
And it's on like a huge moon.
It was.
And then
perfect.
like Janelle Monáe just comes out on stage and hugs her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would be my favorite.
Afropunk.
Yeah, that was great.
What year was that?
2019.
2019 or 2018?
I want to say it's 19.
Were we married?
I want to say yes. I think so.
Hey.
You know, like COVID like messed up that whole like timeline for me, like history.
It was a blip.
It was pre-COVID. That's all I could tell you.
Yeah, it might have been 2019.
I think it was 19 though.
So we were married.
I think we were married. Yes.
Welcome back to New York.
Yes.
It's the place you go every time you get married.
Oh yeah,
every 5
the
years.
Same year. Yeah, every 5 years.
All right.
Okay, we'll make a tradition.
See you guys in 5 years.
Yeah. So what do you got for me? Do you have my favorite part?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know. I don't know if you can do the vocals. I don't like to hear you do the
Would you
vocals.
like to do it for me?
No, I can't do it. I'm too like mid. I don't have that.
You're not mid.
I don't have that.
You're not mid.
Toxic confections.
You're a W. You're W Riz all day. You're not mid whatsoever.
What is that? A what?
You're W.
What's a W?
Like a W, like a win.
Like a winner?
Sure.
I'm talking about like level of voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like mid. I'm not
sure.
like, I'm not high, but I'm not low. I think mid. You gotta do it low. Let me hear you say it.
I can't control that today.
Oh.
Today it's all one monotone thing. But I think what you're asking for is you want me to say it's time for Toxic Confessions.
Yeah, you didn't have the bass there.
Hey,
but it was okay.
I'm
letting you slide.
If anyone's watching this, they're like, huh, he's kind of low energy. Give me some grace today. All right. Today's a rough day. Please.
You can do it. I don't have it.
Yeah, it's the petty revenge.
Oh, okay. You want me to do the Toxic Confessions?
Yeah, why
Let me
not?
see what you have in this folder.
You should do them all.
You you're really struggling with this reading here of the scene. This
We're all
screen.
aware. We're all aware. We're all hearing it.
Oh, this one I can relate to. Okay. So, petty revenge, or you called it toxic confessions. Rub my belly, rub it good. I'm on the chunkier side, not unhealthy, BMI within normal parameters, but I got curves. I went to a store wearing one of those tops that cinches in below the waist, above the waistline. I guess it accentuated them curves. Never wearing it again, that's for sure. Rando, older lady comes up to me, puts her hand on my belly, and asks, when am I due? She's got that big smile on her face, like we're besties already. She's positively beaming.
No.
I put my hand over her, smile back, and say, I'm not pregnant. I'm just fat. Her face falls. She tries to pull her hand back, but I hold it there, counting away the seconds, positively beaming. When I finally release her, she scampers away without a single word. That's kind of funny.
You can relate to that?
I'm on the chunkier side. No,
Really?
I couldn't relate to someone putting their hand on me. So first of all, that would have never happened to me because somebody would have touched me, like touched my belly. It would have there would have even gotten to the point where she'd have been talking. I don't want people touching me.
Because you stay in your bubble.
Huh?
You stay in your bubble.
Yeah. No.
Anyone that enters the
like,
bubble.
That's like my boundary. Like that's encroaching. That's, to me, I feel attacked.
Yeah.
They should not be touching me at all. I didn't ask her to touch me. I didn't tell her to touch me. So I would have had a problem with me, but I thought it was hilarious that, like, you know, oh no, you gonna touch me? Okay. Yeah. I'm not pregnant. I'm just fat. That's hilarious.
This country has an odd relationship with fat people.
They do.
Which is odd, because so much of this country is fat. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy.
I don't I think it's like a stigma, right? Like, you know, like fat is bad, fat is lazy, fat is this. But like it's just really a descriptive term to me. It doesn't. So I got some feedback from our previous episode.
Tell me more.
What did you call me?
A fat happy black woman.
Oh yes, you called me a fat happy black woman. I smiled, and then like I got some feedback from many people that watched the show, and they were like, "Oh, you weren't affected by that." I'm like, "Why would I be affected by that? Like, do I not have a mirror? Do I not see who I am? Like, that's kind of ridiculous. Like, that is a description. It's not a definition. It's kind of like that is really what I think people should take from that.
Yeah.
And then people who know me, like if you know me, it's not that I'm just like unhealthy and fat, right? Like I think you always talk about like I like really good food. I eat a lot of healthy things, but I also eat a lot of bad things, and I don't like exercise as much as I eat. So then that equals a plumper woman.
Okay.
Right? But that doesn't define who I am, kind of thing. I don't think there's like not a negative.
Did I tell you about that comment that the lady left on that one? Mm-mm. She said she was taken aback when I called you fat, and then she stopped and she kept listening, and she realized that fat women, in particular this fat woman, was my preference. And that I wasn't actually, like, I wasn't trying to
body shame or.
No. I mean, it's just I'm tall.
Yeah, it's a description.
Yeah.
It's just a description.
No, but I mean, I'm not unaware of how people use it.
Yeah.
To shame. I don't want to act oblivious to that, but.
No. I get that, but I've never taken it into that. Like.
Yeah, I think the part
way.
People also miss is that I said I'm fat too. It's like they cut off immediately after that.
But that's society, though. Men are allowed to be fat, and it's okay.
Men are not allowed to be fat.
Men are allowed to be fat.
No, rich men, older rich men might be allowed to be fat.
No, I disagree with that. I think men are allowed to be fat.
If you're a young guy in the dating market, there's no woman that openly says, I'm looking for a fat dude. Or if they do, it's like, hey, big fella, I want me a teddy bear. Stop it. Men are not encouraged. Maybe they're not. Okay, maybe they're not judged.
Encouraged, but they're accepted more.
And I'll take that. I'll take that. They're accepted. I can see that. Yes. But there's a lot of bigger guys that are like, nah. If you're dating, if you're trying to meet someone, come on, stop it.
I don't know. I know a lot of petite women that have bigger guys. And that's
yeah.
And I see it a lot.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying there's a false equivalency that, oh, well, it's easier for men. A lot of things aren't easier for men.
Oh, I think that one's easier for men.
It's just socially the way we talk about things.
I think it's hard. I think it's harder in general just because fat has the connotation that comes with it.
For sure.
Right? I think we can agree on that. But I do feel that for women, there's more scrutiny on it.
On the female body, for sure.
Correct.
For
so
sure.
I'll say that. So then that to me still makes it seem like, I mean, it's like
there's a lack of body autonomy.
Correct.
With everything. Your body needs to look this way to make me comfortable.
Yes.
And it's like that throughout our society.
I agree.
I think in our culture, though, it becomes like a way trickier thing because traditionally we like a little bit bigger.
Well.
But not necessarily fat, thick versus fat kind of thing.
I know. You remember that?
Which is a really...
Do you remember that whole thing when I got upset about the guy calling me thick?
Who called you thick?
I'll never forget that.
What's his name?
I was at the gas station at the one you told me not to go to. And I came home to
So I told you don't do this.
I came to you. I was so upset. I was getting gas. And this guy called me thick. And so I'm telling you the story. And you're like, what gas station were you at? And I'm like, I'm not going to tell you. And then I go on to the story. I'm like, I'm pumping gas. And so this guy is like trying to hit on me. And he was like, you thick. And I was like, what? You're trying to like flirt with me, but you're going to call me fat? Like, what? Who does that?
It's not.
I know, but at the time, I thought he was just calling me fat, like as a come on. And I was like, who comes on to somebody calling them fat? And then you had like the biggest laugh. You had the biggest laugh. One, because you told me not to go to that gas station, and then two, because I didn't understand that the thick was fat. It was not fat. So you saying that now, I'm like, oh, I know the thick versus fat. I used to not know that.
Yeah, I'm definitely sick.
Yeah.
Because if I was 100% energy, I'd have so many.
I know it.
So many to go into right now.
I gotta use it to my advantage.
I'm definitely not at 100%. Don't worry. Next time you see me, we'll get back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, thick versus, I don't know. It depends where you come from too. There are places where if you're skinny, it's because you're poor.
Correct.
If you're fat, you're rich.
It used to always be that way too. Like even like a lot of cultures, because the fat people.
You eating good?
Yeah.
Are you looking healthy?
Remember gout? That was a rich man's disease.
Yeah.
So I mean, like
King's disease.
Yeah. So
shout out Nas. We in the city.
That's what that was. That was a representation of like wealth.
I love that you didn't even get that.
I did get that.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Okay. I'm gonna let you be sick. But I did.
Explain it.
I'm not gonna explain it.
See, that's what you always do.
I don't have to explain
Exactly. You don't. And I agree with you. And I agree with you.
No.
And I agree with you. Mm-hmm. But see, this is what you do. And you do it for the camera and you're doing it for art. Because I know that you didn't actually get it.
I got it.
You didn't get it.
I have no problem telling you when I don't get it. I just admitted that I didn't know what thick was. If I didn't get it, I would tell you I didn't get it.
So you know what King's disease is.
You see?
You know what King's disease is.
Yes.
Babe.
Yes.
I know you don't know what King's disease is.
I think it's time to move on. Because you're sick.
King's disease 1, 2, or 3.
I don't want
King's disease 1
to make you feel bad while you're sick.
King's disease 1, 2, or 3.
I'm not going to reply to you.
And see, this is where the comments are like, why does he try to all that kind of stuff about me?
Exactly.
Because they believe you.
Move on.
Because they believe the shit you do on camera. But I know.
You should just move on.
I know you have no idea. But you perform for these people. Oh, why do I fall for this every time?
You're lucky you're sick. You're lucky you're sick.
What? And that's the worst part. That's the worst part. I don't go back and forth with anyone in my life, but yet year after year, all these years, I still fall for it with you because I know you don't know.
I think this is an ingredient for a happy marriage.
Oh, Okay. All right. I've got one more.
You have one more? Let's go.
I've got a toxic confession. We're going to call this one Selfie.
Selfie. Why are we calling it Selfie?
You'll see.
Okay.
I was playing with my rose. You know what a rose is?
Possibly.
It's a sex toy.
See, I knew that.
I didn't assume you didn't know that one.
See? All right, let's go.
I was playing with my rose, a sex toy, when the FedEx guy knocked on my door to make a delivery. He was a chocolate, muscular god. The package wasn't mine, but I invited him in, and
You okay?
I messed up, but it's also funny, the next line. The package wasn't mine, but I invited him inside and told him he could give me his package.
Oh.
I never did that before. We connect 2 times a week.
Oh.
We're discreet. I was in the laundry room when the neighbor I really like said, "How'd you let the delivery guy get some before me?"
Oh.
I was shocked. "How do you know about him?" He said, "Selfie, we all know about y'all." My neighbor revealed why they called me Selfie. I thought it was because I post a lot of pics. No. It's because the vent in your apartment carries sound on this floor and everyone hears you effing yourself all the time.
Uh-oh.
So they hear me with the FedEx guy too. I bolted from the laundry room in embarrassment. I really like my neighbor. Do I have a chance to build something serious with him if I stop seeing the FedEx guy? Or is it too late? And y'all got to stop with this shit. Y'all got to stop this shit. Why do they always write the craziest shit and then be like, how do I make this a real relationship?
Yeah, that's not. Because he probably just wants the theatrics too. Now she can't stop it. She's got to always have the theatrics.
Are you familiar with the song, I bet the neighbor knows my name,
Yes.
my name? Like, oh my goodness. Selfie, they know about you. Selfie, you're known.
That's funny.
You're known.
Well, I guess she got some invitations now. She's not just Selfie.
Can Selfie make it work out with the neighbor? Possibly.
But I'm saying he probably wants all the theatrics now too.
You're saying Selfie's in it.
Huh?
You're saying Selfie's in it for the shenanigans.
Possibly.
The sexual shenanigans.
Might be.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
is, that's what she's into.
Hey.
Have fun.
Hey. Hey. Interesting that she was able to open up to the FedEx guy. You can give me your package so easily, but the neighbor she really likes, she apparently hasn't made a move. Selfie, I wish you luck.
Good luck, Selfie.
Yeah, I never have too much to say on these.
Yeah, that one's just toxic.
How would you wrap this episode up?
Oh,
What's this?
the thing is, you're sick.
Yeah, for sure.
You're very sick.
Definitely.
But and you didn't used to have allergies like this before.
Not at all.
I think it's been since you've been with me more.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't know that I can give you my allergies. You know, they
Yes.
say like when people are together for a while, they start to like have like some similar things.
Yeah.
I didn't know that included allergies because I've always struggled with allergies for like my whole life.
Yeah.
And now you're having allergies.
You know, women typically live longer than men.
Yes.
And now we know why.
Yeah.
You're draining my life force.
No.
It's okay. To me, you are my life force.
Oh, babe.
That's how I feel. Except right now. Right now, I feel like I have no life force.
I know. You have no energy.
Yeah. I mean, I got a little energy.
You got a little bit. You're going to have some energy. Eat that steak tonight. Well, I would wrap it up is I'm glad that we decided to do this in New York on our vacation, on our holiday.
The city that never sleeps.
Yeah.
Even though I have slept a lot.
You did sleep a lot.
Okay.
And I'm glad that you were able to come and see The Wiz. Amazing show.
Can't you
Yes.
feel a brand new day?
And
Yeah.
I think I'm looking forward to many, many more anniversaries with you. It's been great.
Okay.
Even with you sick, it's been a great time. It's been a great time.
As long as I can provide your entertainment. All right. That's what I do this for.
For my entertainment.
Yeah, you know.
It's so much more.
Might be struggling. Close to my deathbed. It's all right.
You're not gonna have your deathbed.
As long as you can smile.
Yeah.
That's what I do it for.
Oh, that's all I have.
All right.
That's all I have.
Please check us out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube @OnlyBlackKids, all that kind of stuff. Send us those letters. Those Ask the Black Kids.
Keep them coming. I love to hear from them.
A lot of relationship advice, a lot of
Yes.
microaggressions, but
Good stuff.
we're open for the petty stories too.
I like the petty stuff.
We know. We all know.
I like the petty.
You live for it. Frankly, it worries me a lot.
Oh boy.
All right.
That's it.
That's it.
Yep. And we're out. Bye.
Ciao.